I have seen mankind, humans, in the operation of life. I am convinced they need help, a special kind of help, the help that people agree and support with. I am sure we are aware that people live under the most inhumane conditions, from extreme poverty to death and even war. All of this is under the knowledge and acceptance of King James Version, the instructions of Christianity, the uplifting of a white Jesus. But it appears, based upon the reality of this day, that mission is to destroy the best life that was designed for all humans. I see Donald J. Trump and MAGA, Make America Great Again, as their best, and yet it is the worst. So, again, I propose that we create the best. Everyone, my friends, every human being on the face of the earth got a job, and a job of choice. Wait a minute, let that sink in for a minute. Whoever you are, wherever you are, I want you to sink in, let it sink in to your essence that you are important and that you can actually choose a career that gives you your greatest joy. Every human being, let that settle in for a moment. Now, let this settle in. Every career that you have chosen mostly are duplicates of careers that already exist, because it has been determined that the existence of the careers are essential for the survival of humankind on this plane, on this earth during this time. So most of the careers that you will be choosing will be repeating what we're already doing. And yet it will be the greatest thing, the greatest opportunity, and you doing it, and you love it. And then there will be new challenges, just as exciting. I want you to imagine that. Now, with this, my friends, sisters and brothers, human beings on the face of the earth, I want you to listen to this. With that, you will never have to suffer a lack of hunger, suffer for hunger. You will never have to suffer a lack of housing. Think of that. You ain't gonna be hungry no more as long as you're on this earth. And you won't be eating slop. You won't be sleeping under tents unless you choose to. You won't have to be sleeping in cages unless you want to. You can be living in what you imagine. Let's just call that the best way you can have a dwelling. Let's say imagine. I want you to let this stuff dwell in. Not only that, education's unlimited and it is unrestricted. You know what education does. It takes that dumbness out of you. It wakes you up. And then, healthcare, from the womb to the tomb. But you probably won't get sick, because with all of those burdens gone and all those clutches gone, you'll probably be able to. I thought about it one day, it hit me. The fountain of youth. I mean your health. The way you can care for yourself. Why? Because you, the people, have been turned loose to act like God by the Spirit of God. Oh, yes. You don't have to worry about transportation, infrastructure, whatever you can imagine can be the most beautiful thing. And I'm telling you, that can be a lot when you start going through billions of people. And there it is. I want you to know that God designed this. I want you to know that the invisible God that created this earth, I want you to know that the invisible God that put all the resources on this earth, so that everything that we need to do, those resources are here. God's part is done. All we got to do is do it. Free ourselves up. Free ourselves up. You know, where I concluded is this. I guess it's time a lover choose the character of a black Jesus. And I'd have to say black Jesus, because the only thing we've been told about is a white Jesus. And I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, it is sickening. You know what they have said? They have said that the only people important are white folks. Would you believe they say all the trouble that come on the earth Do you know this is DEI? Did you know that all the problems on the earth and everything that we do, the problems come from other than white people? And so if you listen to them, just pay attention to them. In America, they're trying to tell you that they're going to make sure that all of the positions that requires anything, they're going to make sure that nobody's any but white men. I think we've been through that before. But what does that mean? What does that say to America today? What does that say to the whole entire world? That says to us, white folks, if you don't believe it, let one black person tell you. That says to us that if you can contemplate doing what you're saying doing today, then everything they said about you in the past is probably true. You've probably been going around messing with people ever since you've been on the face of the earth, doing no good. Because how in the world can you say that nobody's important but you? Tell me. Well, we who are black are awake enough to know that everything you have done, it was because you were ignorant. And when I say ignorant, I mean you left God out. Yes, you left God out because, see, you showed us what you know about God. You showed us when Donald Trump was running for president. And all of you big shot preachers, you know, you're not DEI. You know who you are. You're the best. And all of you went laying hands on Donald Trump, the most evil president we ever had in this country. And you went laid hands on him, calling angels from everywhere that blessed him so he could do to the rest of the people of this earth the same as he's doing right now. That's the God that you presented to us. And you want us to sit back and say, take it? You must be out of your mind. What kind of God would do that? Now, a God before that would happen would call us home and leave you to that. Because free people will never take it. Let me see if there's anything else I say. Well, anyway, since that would be a different message, then you know that the advocacy would be for the best. And it would be what I've just shared with you, ladies and gentlemen. And it is that until better comes. Because this is not just the best to come. This is the best that God has shared with me right now. And I have never heard anybody on television in my 70 and some odd years talk about peace and prosperity and freedom for everybody, where you can have your joys and your happiness and live your dreams. I never heard a white person, not too many anybody, talking about you have your needs, your wants, and your desires met, never having to suffer for nothing. And all you got to do is make an agreement with one another that you're going to do nothing to cause pain and suffering to each other. And now you sit them there on TV today talking about Trump, talking about what you're going to do, talking about making sure that the most ignorant people, that's right, that Donald Trump can find, he's going to put them in power and tell you that all other people are misfits. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. This is what I've shared with you is the best at this time. But best may it be that it is only achievable if you, the people, can operate. And this under the principles that actually promotes the best for all. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.